Medina, always beaming, rag top, chrome pipes, low lights, out of sight. Long weed, sold in, say it again, sold in. Make that money, throw it in, booty bouncing, go ahead. Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, Blue Medina, always beaming, rag top, chrome pipes, low lights, out of sight. Long weed, sold in, say it again, sold in. Make that.
Yo, people, what you saying, man? Waffletv in the building. Good afternoon, England. Good afternoon, UK, Europe, the whole world, global. Big up to all of you people in the building. Make sure you click on the like button. Smash the subscribe button as well. Big up to you, and yous. Now, people just thought I just done watch-alongs, but I don't just do watch-alongs. If you look at my description, it says I do watch-alongs, debates, transfer shows, all of that, even doing some motivation shows these days. But big up to the people anyway. You know what? I hate doing these transfer shows. I'll be real with you, because nothing is solid until the fat lady sings. But there were a couple of stories that grabbed my interest today. One of them was SESKO's deciding to stay at RB Leipzig. Do you think this guy wanted, a better deal? Do you think his agents were after a better deal? Let's get into it. So let's have a look. So I went to the worst newspaper in the world, or one of the worst newspapers in the world, just to give you guys a little bit of a background. Daily Express. So, surprisingly, Benjamin SESKO U-turns on Arsenal transfer stance, but agreement offer hopes for Arteta. Benjamin SESKO has given the green light to Arsenal ahead of the summer transfer window. Okay. SESKO has reportedly decided to sign a new contract at RB Leipzig. Oh, maybe it's to bounce that money up a bit more, because maybe you undervalued him now. And you probably want close to 80, 90 mil now for this player, because he's in such demand. Despite previous reports indicating that he had given the green light on a move to Arsenal this summer, sorry for any background noise, there's a lot of maintenance and builders doing a lot of work. So if you hear stuff in the background, it's beyond my control. But all hope is not lost for the Gunners' boss, Mikel Arteta. The Slovenian's new deal is understood to include a gentleman's agreement, which would simplify a future exit. SESKO, who turned 21 less than 2 weeks ago, surged to the top of many teams' attacking wish list after notching 14 Bundesliga goals for Leipzig last season. With their hearts set on the young, promising attacker, Arsenal believe to have identified the youngster as a top target. And admiration was reciprocated as SESKO reportedly decided that the Emirates Stadium would be his preferred destination if he decided to move this summer, snubbing rivals' interest from Manchester United and Chelsea. So, allegedly, the Gunners were reportedly lining up a 45 million swoop for the Slovenian international. Notice they've not said star. Who will face England in their final Euros 2024 group game on June the 25th. However, transfer expert Fabrizio Romano now claims that SESKO has decided to stick with Leipzig for at least another season. The forward has signed an improved term and reached a gentleman's agreement with the German club, which should pave the way for a simple departure when all parties decide the time is right. Despite his tender age, SESKO has already notched 80 senior goals for FC Liefering, never heard of them, RP Salzburg and IP Leipzig, and the Slovenian national team standing a tower on 6'5". There is little doubt he would meet the physical demands of the Premier League. His latest decision will for Arsenal to take their striker search elsewhere. So, United stars like Isak and Brentford talisman Even Tony have both been considered before senior figures at the Emirates decided they were not the right fit. Oh, really? Really? Are they not young enough for you, Arteta? In terms of the right fit, do you just like younger players? With younger, less experienced prospects sought out. So we don't buy stars, we make them. We make stars. So with younger, less experienced prospects sought out, Joshua Zirkzee emerged as the player with admirers in North London, but the Bologna stars closing on a move to AC Milan after agreeing a 5-year deal with the Rossoneri. Also, there's been links to Dominic Solanke. He's supposedly on Arsenal's radar, but he will cost in the region of around 65 million. Talk of this forward, Brian Broby. Never watched him play, don't know who he is. Yeah, would likely be more affordable, and he name dropped Arteta's side and asked about his dream destination. Real Madrid, Man United, Arsenal, Tottenham, those are nice clubs. The 22-year-old held a magazine, but if I stay at Ajax, this is certainly not a punishment. And loads of silly ads there. So who knows? SESKO's probably agents probably like talked him up to getting a much better deal, allegedly. And this is where we stand at the moment. I don't really know much about SESKO. I'm not really bothered about getting him, but as soon, if he has a good tournament, everyone's going to be on the hype bandwagon of, whoa, do you know what? We need to get this guy. We need to get this guy. We need an experienced bagsman. That's what we need. That's what we currently need now, an experienced bagsman. Big up to Eros in the building. Yeah, I'm just doing one of my early transfer shows. Just a quick thing. I'm just looking at the latest transfer news. So that's that on SESKO for now. He's deciding to stay at home, so that's all good. That's all good. You can do you do what you need to do, mate. Yeah. If you need another year in the Bundesliga, you know, and to be honest, yeah, if he has another season in the Bundesliga and he racks up 25, 30 goals, then you know what? Then this guy is probably going to be the real deal. Yeah. People talk about Bundesliga not being a farmers league and everything. Listen, you can't harm yourself by scoring goals in your league. Yeah, you can only maximize your potential. And I don't think anyone can disrespect someone that scores a lot of goals in their league. You know what? He's got the physicality. He's 6'5". So I don't think it'd be a problem for him to adjust in the Premier League. But you don't know, innit? We don't know. It's all about mentality as well. So that's that on SESKO anyway. Let's look at the waffle. The biggest waffle I've seen so far this transfer. And there was talk about Aaron Ramsey going for 50 million. Arsenal want 50 million for him. What kind of waffle is that? So I'm just going to go to the waffle paper, yeah. So let's share this. This is reported by Football 365. Arsenal want 50 million for Ramsdale. 50 million for Ramsdale. According to reports, Arsenal want 50 million for second choice goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale, who's been linked with Newcastle United. Although Newcastle are actually apparently bidding 15 million, I think they got the transfer money a little bit mixed up. Ramsdale lost his place at Arsenal's number one following the loan sign of David Raya from Brentford last summer. See, this move from Mikel Arteta was heavily scrutinised at the time, but has proven to be a great decision. Blah 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 blah. Ramsdale kept one clean sheet in his first 4 appearances of 23-24. Raya kept 3 in his first 4. The Spaniard expecting to join the London's permanent from Brentford this summer in a deal worth 27 million. His move to Arsenal has opened the door for Ramsdale to leave the club. Newcastle United and Chelsea among the teams believed to be interested, and the former have been linked with Burnley goalkeeper James Trafford, and reportedly made a 16 million bid to land him from the relegated clubs. Trafford is viewed as a cheap alternative to Ramsdale, Valencia's Georgi Marmadashvili, who is worth around 35 million. I've never heard of this goalkeeper. If anyone knows about him, let me know in the comments, the chat. But according to the Sun, so now it's gone from 50 million and dropped down to 40 million. But okay, 50 million, 40 million with add-ons. So Arsenal want a guaranteed 40 million, a guaranteed 40 million plus add-ons. Is this guy worth 40 million? Really? The report from, okay, that's the journalist who says the Magpies have found out that other potential targets are widely priced and have turned to Trafford as a result. It's claimed Arsenal looking for 50 million for their number 2, made up of a guaranteed 40 million plus add-ons. Unfortunately for Eddie Howe's side, it's claimed that Burnley won 30 million for Trafford. As an English tax, as always, as an England international journalist, he reckons Ramsdale could command quite a bit of money, which is definitely what Arsenal want for him. You've seen Aaron Ramsdale start last season as the number 1. As soon as Raya came in alone, he suddenly was not number 1. And he only played 2 more league games. And those were the 2 games that Raya couldn't play in against his parent club, Brentford. Now, so Ramsdale did get into the England squad. Will he get into the England squad next season? If he's going to have a season like he's had this summer, it's questionable. And I think for his own future, he'll be looking at a situation of thinking maybe it's time for me to move on to get regular first-team football. So as a potential sell there in the goalkeeping department, also he could command quite a bit of money for England international. He's been criticised, blah, 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 blah. So, now, there's an argument here for Ramsdale if Trafford is asking for 40 million for this player, then there's an argument that Ramsdale is worth 40 million. There is an argument because there's no way Trafford, who's just, I don't think he's better than Ramsdale. And I don't rate Ramsdale that much. But if you're asking for 30 million for Trafford, then surely Ramsdale's going to be more than that. You're not getting 40 million for Ramsdale. Unless you're desperate. Unless you're absolutely desperate, you're not getting 40 million for him. So for me, yeah, it's exactly Eros. Ramsdale will be lucky to get 30 million for him. So I just think that's proper waffle going on. But everyone does it. All these clubs are doing it, you know, to boost up the prices. Let's check if there's any other things going on with Arsenal transfers before we head out into the sunset. Let's have a look. So there's talk of us going for Douglas Luiz, but Douglas Luiz has said he's already settled. Villa. Anything else? This Xerxes guy as well, yeah, I don't know what's so good about him. You know, goals scored, you know, he's ranked 15th. He scored 11 shots on target. Yeah, let me just show you the stats here. Look, we're interested in this guy allegedly, but look at his stats, bro. Look at his stats. 11 goals on target, 30 shots on target, 31. Big chances created, 11. It's 5th there. Take-ons attempted. Take-on attempts, 124. He's 4th. Possession 1 in the final third. That's pretty decent. But once again, unproven, unproven. You know, he looks like more of an attacking midfielder than a striker to me. But who knows? Who knows what this team want, man? Villa slap a 15 million price tag on Douglas Luiz. You know, and Arsenal ready to cut their losses on Kieran Tierney this summer, with the Gunners happy to accept just 10 million for the left back. I don't think we're going to get Luiz. I don't know if he's the right type of profile player for Arsenal. So that's basically that. Kieran Tierney. I like Kieran Tierney, but he's had a lot of injuries for his time in Arsenal. He's hardly played, and you know, there was talk of him and Arteta not talking. So you know what, cut your losses, man, and you know, move on. You know, obviously, not everyone wants to play under this guy. You know, not everyone loves Arteta like the true Gooners. You know, the mutant fans. Not everyone wants to play under Arteta's regime, so to speak. So, you know, I wish Kieran Tierney the best of everything. And I think Celtic are linked with the return of KT. So I wish him all the best. Would I still go for Tony? Certainly, of course I would. People are so current these days. People are so current. Yeah. They forget the good work, you know, Tony has done. You know, maybe he's affected at the moment and he wants to just get out of Brentford. You know, he's done his time at Brentford, and yes, you know, he's got his character about him and stuff like that. Not everyone are yes men, people. Yeah, not everyone are yes men. Not everyone bows down to, you know, what everyone says. Yeah, and people need to realize that football's not like that. You know, you had that with Sancho at Man United. You know, not everyone's gonna bow down to what the manager says. Yeah, you can respect the manager, but you know what? If the manager's being stupid, yeah, because managers themselves, you know, they're not perfect. And yeah, respect your manager, but you know what? You have to be able to be a manager and manage your players. But that's a whole argument for another day. This was just to touch on the latest. What does Football Waffle London got on it? Let me see. Is there anything interesting about Arsenal on here? Is it just a slow day? It seems like a slow day, isn't it? In the media. Something to chat rubbish about. I can't see anything on Football London. Really, same old waffle. Nothing interesting. So yeah, nothing interesting on there. And that's about it from me, man. 100% abs. People saying we should sell Martinelli because he had one bad season. Don't forget what he did for us last season. The season before that, yeah, exactly. I think with Martinelli though, I don't think he likes competition. I know some people thrive on it, some people don't. I just think he don't like competition because the minute Trossard came in, his game was almost like he's just dropped. He just dropped. I know he's had a few injuries and stuff like that, but he's just dropped. Andy Nguyen, or if I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, Nguyen or Nguyen, asked to sign another goalkeeper and the right back. Oh, that's interesting. Where are you getting that? Where are you getting all those news from? Let's have a look if there's anything. see if there's anything significant. Anything significant here? Arsenal, hopeful over new. Okay, let's have a look at this. Man, you guys want me to stay on long, man. This is supposed to be a short show. This is supposed to be a really short show, man. I didn't want to do a long one. Arsenal hopeful over new goalkeeper deal as talks continue with new next Saka, Kozia, Dewberry. Well, we're seeing it if we keep those guys in it, those youngsters. Arsenal growing confidence that Carl Hein will sign a new contract. So we've already got him already. So is that the new goalkeeper? All these ads. Is that the new goalkeeper, yeah? Is that the new goalkeeper? Is that the new signing? Why are we not going in for Pedro Neto? Why are we not going for De Gea as a backup? You know? It's baffling. And that was 4 minutes ago. Arsenal hopes. Carl Hein. Arsenal transfers. Right back. Is there anything on the right back at all? Arsenal looking at fullbacks to sign. That was in January. So I can't really see anything. But yeah. Guys, make sure you smash the likes, people. Yeah. None of this this tight business, man. Make sure you smash the likes. This was a quick one. Trossard has been clutch for us. Yeah, 100%. Crazy say no more. Yeah, man. You know how it is, people, man. I'm back today for an international game. Qualifiers, South Africa versus Zimbabwe. I'm going to be here with my boy Hanno from Coach's Corner. I know the qualifiers isn't everyone's bag, but I'm covering it anyway. Big up to Eros, Andy in the chat, and hopefully anyone that drops by later. And we are out, people. Peace.